Hello guys, welcome back to another lovely trading recap. Today's 3rd of March and we took 4 trades on 4 tickers. So the first, we'll go from biggest trade to smallest. The first, or the biggest trade was on SOS, which is this one. We had long-term resistance. They were both in the same deviation. So on the 4-hour we had on the second deviation, and on the daily we had the third deviation. So we did 7, was it 500 or 700? We did 500 shares short at 8.95. I did it a bit smaller because what usually happens is you'll either hit the 95 to 98 range, fall down, or you break through for a bit, and so that's what we ended up doing. So I ended up going a bit smaller, so if we broke through I could average up. So I averaged up near enough, right, well, basically the top at 9.24. As I always say, you get those half dollars, full dollars, and then 25 and 75 cents resistance. So I added on just before that, so we actually got filled, which was pretty nice. And then we rode it down and sold 200 coming into 903. So our original resistance, just in case sometimes you get a bounce off that. So locked in a third of our size, and then locked in the rest of our profits at 8.95. So just down here. Yeah, so I mean, obviously the move went a lot more, but we're looking just to claim into the 9 EMA, which we did. I think we even went into the 20. Oh no, we didn't. We went halfway between. It did look kind of weak, so I did hold on a bit longer than usual. I just had a limit order out. I didn't do a market sell. Next biggest trade then was on YGMZ. Don't actually remember what this trade was. Let me have a quick look. So we sold 100 at 10.95. At what time was this? 9.50. Okay, as I had no resistance line here, this will mean it was done on the daily time frame. So what price did we short at? We shorted at 10.95. So we shorted near enough again the top of this move. Yeah, basically the top again. So that was where the third deviation was, this deviation here on the 1 minute 1 day chart. So we shorted 100 shares, so we had room to average up in case you get the burst through and then the fail, and so that worked well. We claimed in some at 70. And then that's why I did that, so then I could have a stop at break even if we went back up and just get out the trade, because that's the only thing I don't like, these $10 stocks and above, just because obviously that it's a lot easier for them to move the 10-20 cents, which I usually look to make. So I locked in some and had a break even stop, but then carried on fading down, so we locked in the rest at 51. It's because it halted here for like 3 candles, as you can see. And so I didn't know if it was just waiting for the 9 EMA to catch up and burst up. So I instead just got out the rest at 50, and then literally 2 seconds after I sold it then falls down to the 9 EMA. But that seems to happen a lot when you're trading. Third biggest trade was on NDRA, a short on long-term resistance on the daily, third deviation on the daily. We shorted, how many shares was that? 1,000 shares at 98. We broke through again. I could have waited for the 3, but again I like to do a cent or 2 below, just because sometimes it'll hit these and just fail, which actually did hit the 98. I just didn't get filled. It came back to 9 EMA. That would have been the original trade. Still looked kind of weak though, so I waited in, got filled when it hit it the second time, and then did its pullback. Didn't need to add in because it barely went up. And locked in our profits coming into around the 95, 94, just because again it fell down this time. We didn't get filled, and even though our limit was at 94, so I was like, cool, if we come back down to there again, I'll look to just get out at the 95, which was on the 9 EMA at the time, and that's where we ended up getting filled. And then for the last trade, and the smallest winner for the day, was on MARA. A pretty simple trade. As I saw for the day, MARA was respecting the 1 minute 1 day deviations quite strongly, so I saw it coming back down into the deviation. It was here at the time, so I went along with 100 shares, nothing crazy, my normal size of about $3,000 going into it, so I had room to average up if it went down a bit. Again, basically got the bottom of the move. It went down another 3 cents before it reversed into the 9 EMA, and that's where I looked in my profits. I think I sold at 15, yeah, 36.15, just below the 9 EMA. And that's because it bounced up here and then failed. I didn't get filled even though it went up like 10 cents above my limit. And so then I put my limit down a bit, and then we got filled when it went up on this move. And then I was looking to trade it again if it came back down to the second deviation, but it never ended up failing down all the way down to that second deviation. But if you do trade standard deviation, I'm going to start keeping an eye on NDRA every day, just because it seems to respect these trend lines or deviation lines quite strongly. I'm going to check it out more over tonight, and I'll let you guys know in tomorrow's recap. But I'm going to use like the on-demand feature and check it out for like the last 20-30 days, because this could provide quite a lot of trade opportunities, because it does move about 8% intraday. Let's see what this swing was. Yeah, that was a near enough an 8% swing just there alone, and it seems to do this near enough every day. You get these large swings. You can see that massive swings, but it seems to respect the trend lines pretty strong. So yeah, that's going to be on my watch list for now. I might actually add it onto, I'll just add it onto the market index one, just because then I always see it. But yeah, so that's it for the recap. Let me know if you did any trading today. If you did, were you green or red? And that's it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you've got any questions, let me know. Peace.